lot of visiting otherwise. You know, everybody's used to living their own lives kind of situation, and they don't really think about, it's like, God, you know, if these sons stand to benefit heavily from the sale of this house when their mom passes away, they could, you know, they could feel sorry for two older ladies who are living on a fixed income, you know, and pay for an exterminator, like make it a Christmas gift. We decided, you know, to give you exterminator service, you know, so that you don't have to put up with the natural world bugs, you know what I mean? But apparently they never thought of it, and my mom and aunt wouldn't want to, they might have been in a mindset of, oh, no, we don't want people knowing we have roaches, you know. It's in that realm where people are actually kind of living partially in squalor, but no one wants to admit it. Everyone's living in illusion kind of thing. So everything looked just good enough to make sure that no one appeared as if they were living in squalor. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. There's a lot of people like that, but these two old ladies were living without a lot of things that other people take for granted, including my aunt's sons, who benefited by selling that house really quick after she died. My mom passed away during the pandemic, July. My dad, in December, he was with his second wife for many years, of 2020 also. He actually had coronavirus. And my aunt passed away in April of 2021. I was living with my mom and aunt. I was scared, S-H-I-T-L-E-S-S. Like, oh no, you know, I'm trying to save up money, and, you know, I had a hard time finding work that was tolerable because of things that would show up, which are indicative of things that go on here in Philadelphia. And that would be too many orchestrations and set up and timed people. It's hard to explain. You would know if you were quote unquote under attack by some weird, it's like, is it a weird like CIA program? You would know and you would be like, what is it? And even people in your family can seem part of it. For some reason they decide they don't want you. And you're like, I don't know why. Because I pretty much, you know, was just trying to live. I was minding my own business. I didn't really bother anyone. And get this, I'm someone who I wished I could do more for everybody. I actually sat there thinking, I can barely take care of myself or pay my own rent and make sure I can't figure out what the difference is or why I was on my path. But I was probably on my path on purpose to make sure I couldn't do for other people the way I would want to. And there's a lot of hogs and pigs out there. So, as clearly stated by the example given in videos 1 and 2. So I even tried substitute teaching. I'm not a big, I'm a certain type of teacher. I'd rather teach adults who are in different portions of their lives. I'm not big on dealing with kids in schools. I see schools as institutions, but there were orchestrated efforts in Gainesville. It's like, that is whack, that is whack. How do they time it? Who's in charge? That is whack. You can have kids ganging up on teachers who are basically nice and kind, but if they're pushed to the brink, they'll flip out and sound differently than they normally would. We want to know why people are pushing people to the brink. So we want to know why no one's doing anything about it. It's almost like if the feds needed to create terrorism or to create a situation for the news, to keep on with a certain agenda that's never ending since the 50s. You know what I mean? Or sooner. King bread, everyone.